Welcome everybody to the third Alchemist Magazine conference. This time being held in Pontefract. Hope you had a good, nice, safe and easy journey to get here.
Well, you've just seen Stephanos speak, sorry.
I've seen Spiros speak.
And it is really the road to Passageways. It tells you how he went on the ship, how he got from Pascagoula, how he found well, Catherine didn't speak a lot. It was really down to Charles Hickson, and once he died, the story kind of died.
Was he just saying the day? Oh. Want to get some water? I'll get him. Go get Megan then.
Yeah.
Hi Chris. Can you give a shout out to Truth Seekers North East?
Well, I've been given this hat to put on, which as you can see doesn't fit me correctly, but if you want something correct, go to Truth Seekers North East. You will not be disappointed.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
No problem.
Is that me? You film it. I'll get me thing. Just hold it. Oh, he's really good. He's getting his balls out.
Yeah. I was coming down.
Oh, name film. Just keep filming. I don't want to. Right, this is Truth Seekers North East on tour as Outer Limits magazine event at Pontefract. There we come. Speed off. Speed off. Yeah, we don't just film.
Oh, okay.
We're on Truth Seekers North East.
Used to be. My ex-wife comes from Newcastle.
Oh, brilliant.
I used to go every weekend.
Your ex?
Yeah, my ex.
What's she doing?
She's from Newcastle. Let me just give these to I'll come straight back. Oh.
I did. We will. I will. Sell it. I sell it. Where's your hat, Tim? Get with the I'm filming you. Bullying Dave. Get with the program, Dave. Get your oh man, I hear it.
Why don't you just cut
Coming
them
back.
out?
Right. Dave, is there anything you'd like to say about the conference up to now?
Well, it's very good so far, especially those two guests.
Yes, and I've got Philip Matthew's book here, signed by Philip Matthew.
I'm hoping to get this man
Spiros.
Yeah,
He's just done a talk
do a talk for us.
on how he did the alien autopsy. The fake alien autopsy.
We'll have to invite
Oh, Dick. Oh yeah. Yeah, special guest, Anton Deck.
Anton Deck and Spiros, the original man.
I've just lost my man. Where's he gone?
Philip's got the brushes there.
You know, there was so much hype and I thought, my God, the alien lost all the autopsy. I want to see what these videos are like. When it came on, I thought, that's not the description I was meant to believe. I mean, maybe there's some fantasy because of all the cancers now. I thought that's settled my view of it.
Yeah, I'm doing a new
invite whoever to speak to her, and she might have him on the show.
Philip.
Ronnie.
I'm the other one. Can you give a shout out to Truth Seekers North East? Stick it on there.
hello. Nice to meet you. You too. This is like a magic trick.
We're here. He's going to do a magic trick. Right. Ronnie's just doing a shout out.
North Seekers Truth.
Truth Seekers Northeast.
Truth Seekers Northeast. Be there or be square.
Thank you.
I'll be honest with you, I was.
Another 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes.
Say hi.
Just throw spanner in my thought.
Oh, 2 people. Dave. Oh, yeah, you can hold this and I'll be one.
Okay.
I'm going to be the other. Oh, hang on.
All right. I'm going to give you roughly half a package. Okay. And shuffle them. Okay. So later on, I'm going to make some statements. And if I say anything that's not true, you've got to say no, that didn't happen. But if it did happen, then you're going to say fair enough. Is that fair?
I'm going to sit. I don't mind.
Okay, so what we're going to do okay, and you be the magician and spread the cards and you take a card, but don't let me see it. Okay?
Oh, you're staying all day?
Yeah. Okay, you got one? Seen it? Yeah. You looked at it? Okay, put it on the table. Alright, and you put your cards down, please, here. Alright, and you pick up your cards and you do the same thing. Okay, take a card, but don't let me see the card, okay? Very important I don't see it. Okay, that's your card here. Alright, put that inside, put that one inside. Okay, and give them a good mix. Now, this is what I was saying. I'm going to say a few things now about you. Got roughly half a package. You shuffled the cards, so there's no way I can know the order of those cards. Okay? Alright. Then what you did, you took a card from each other. Did I influence you any way which card you should take? You took whatever one you wanted. And then you put the card back into the deck and you shuffled again. Yeah? So now it's completely lost. Again. And I haven't touched them. Is that correct? Right. So there's no way I can know what card you have. And there's no way I can know where the card is. And here's the killer statement. Even they don't know where the card is. Is that fair? I've got no chance. Okay? You're a little bit easier to read.
First time that's ever been
said. You're easier to read because you're going with it. You're a little bit more skeptical.
Oh, Dave.
I'd like you to think of the colour of your card. Red, black, red. Okay. And I'd like you to, don't give anything away. I'd like you to think, is it a number or a picture, a number? Okay. Yeah. All right. And now I want you to think of the actual value out loud in your head. Don't say it. Scream it in your head. Okay. See. Did you just change your mind just then? Or you're not blocking me? No. Okay, just okay. I feel like you're...
J-O-O-P.
Alright. Alright, I'm going to make a statement. I think it's a red card, and I think it's a diamond. Okay. Right, that's what I'm getting. So, but I'm not getting. Is it? You're correct. Okay, that's not bad so far. You're a little bit easier. Okay. Picture. Okay. Picture number. Okay. And colour black, red, black, and value. Stick value. So you're much easier. You're much easier.
You're just awkward.
Okay. Alright. Name your card for the first time. Wow! Now, you're, as I say, you're a bit more difficult. If I've got it wrong, I want you just to say it isn't right. If it's right, say so, but if it's not, just say it isn't. Don't tell me what it is. I think it's a 3. I thought you were tricking me, it's a diamond. No?
It was a diamond.
Okay, put your hand up. It's not the 3.5. Put your other hand on top. And just keep it like that. Definitely a diamond. It's higher than a 3, isn't it? Okay. Okay, is it a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Can I look? Yeah.
That is the card. I can testify that. It is. I saw it also.
That's better than books, isn't it? Yeah.
Through my glasses, maybe.
Twin brother by the name of Ron, or Ronald if you want to be posh. Ladies and gentlemen, discussing the Greys and their agenda, please welcome Philip Kinsella.
It's very difficult for me coming up here talking about something that I have very little proof of. Indeed, when you're dealing with this subject matter with regards to the Greys, we don't know. We just have theoretical ideas, which I have made. So, my name is Philip Kinsella. I've been involved with UFO research for many, many years, and I've punched out a few books, like many researchers. I'm an identical twin, and the images that you can see on the screen here are pictures that my twin brother has developed. So what I want to do first of all is, before we go into the theoretical debate with regards to the Greys, is to go into a few of the experiences that I have had. And I know within you...
Thank you, Chris.
You want to start charging it?
Oh, yeah, no. Hold on your head. Philip Kinsella, what have you got to say about Truth Seekers North East?
They're lovely and wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And you've signed my book?
I will do, yeah, I will. God
Thank
bless.
you, thank you.
Truth Seekers.
Truth Seekers North East. Shout out.
Don't worry,
Hello to everybody at Truth Seekers.
Come to our talks, join my group. Tell them you'll be doing a talk for me.
I will. I'm going to be doing a talk for Truth Seekers.
This is the alien autopsy man.
You must come along.
Thank you.
This is from dogmen, wolfmen, to UFOs, to downed area fighter jets in the North Sea. But this case today is, I think, it's very unique. I think it's one that I'm sure will interest you very much. And I've simply called it the Unmanned UFO case. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul Sinclair.
Thank you. We've got Chris here to do pictures because I'm a bit lazy, and yeah, the Hummingbee UFO case. It's one that I only found out about turn of this year, and the guy who told me, real name Andrew, I've known him for 25 years, and he's known my interest in this subject. His son used to work with me, and they sort of kept it from me, and we're friends. It was just the stigma that were attached to it. They just didn't really want to revive this story. A brief outline, there's 3 guys working at an industrial unit in Hummingbee in East Yorkshire. That's about 7 miles as the crow flies from Bridlington. And they worked there 1996, 97 and 98. And the things that happened in June, July and August of each year, and it slowly built. But just before we get into it, I'd just like to play this intro, which Les Drake's been kind enough to put together for me. I come into this wood 2 or 3 times a week. Because I'm a collector of stories of the unusual, of the strange, of the bizarre. Today we're at Danes Dyke and we're going to have a little wander around the area because as part of my research over the years, lots of unusual things have been seen and reported about the spears of light that have been seen around Danes Dyke.
I saw these 2 red-orange, the brightest red-orange orbs I've ever seen, or the brightest red-orange lights in the system.
Barmston drains 6 miles up the road. Flixton, 10 miles inland, the Flixton werewolf. Why are these stories concentrated around this area? I do think that there's other realities, or something interdimensional.
And the first view I got was at the edge of these houses down the bottom of that orange light, floating up and down, backwards and forwards and up and down.
We started hauling, we started laying on it, the boat was going over, there was a hell of a lot of way. We started to come out the water and all actually there was a jet to see. So I actually winched him aboard, we come aboard in one heat, we put him far side of the whalehouse.
When we're talking about things out at sea, many times we've been up there and we keep hearing this noise. So it's a rumbling noise and we're trying to explain about where it comes from. And it's out at sea.
Right, thank you.
This is Truth Seekers North East, one of the best groups in Great Britain.
That's true.
Be there, be at their meetings.
Thank you.
No problem.
This actually says, Altimes Magazine 2019 awarded to Malcolm Robinson for 40 years continuous operation of SPI. So congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting this, so I haven't got much to say really. It has been 40 years of SPI. It's actually been more than that when you consider I've been doing it a lot younger when I was a teenager, etc. Which wasn't that long ago, by the way. But I've been investigating a whole realm of weird and wonderful phenomena. The paranormal is very, very dear to my heart. The UFO subject is equally very dear to my heart as well. And I found myself travelling the breadth of the United Kingdom, Europe, etc., talking to people. I started off very, very sceptical. I thought there were no validity to claims pertaining to ghosts, UFOs, etc. What a load of rubbish. How wrong was I? Because I put myself in the ballpark where I've been, my hair pulled by a ghost, I've been kicked, I've seen things. That's the subject of another talk. But I'd just like to thank each and every one of you and anybody that voted. I don't know how you do it, but I really appreciate it very, very much. And thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you.
Well, as you just probably saw there's another one to come.
UFO expert, and I have recently uncovered new information that confirms that one of the world's best documented UFO abduction cases really did take place. As a UFO researcher, I've been active in this field for 40 years now. I started when I was 20, and now I've reached the ripe old age of 60. The Pascagoula encounter happened in Pascagoula, Mississippi on October the 11th, 1973. Involving 2 men, Charles Hickson, age 42, Calvin Parker, age 18. They were kingfishermen, so they went fishing that evening on the river after work, and to their horror, they encountered a rugby ball-shaped UFO with blue lights, and out of this thing came 3 very bizarre humanoid figures to come on board this craft, gave them some kind of examination, both physically and mechanically, and put them back on the riverbank from whence they came.
Just turn this off so you can come on. What the award actually says is Outer Limits Magazine 2019 awarded to Philip Mantle for 40 years continuous study of ufology.
That's amazing. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's an award that means a lot because of the people that received it in the past. We've just had my long-standing friend and colleague, Malcolm Robinson. Previous winner as well is a gentleman who's been on this stage today. That's Paul Sinclair. A lot of our colleagues who's not here today, John Hanson, so I feel I'm in extremely good company. And it's nice of Chris to show a clip of me talking rubbish, and I've still got the same shirt on today going that clip. Two lovely things have happened to me in this theatre, or in this building I should say. One is this, and in 2012 I was actually married here, honoured my lovely wife Christine, downstairs in the registrar office, so this building holds very special memories for me, and this is another one. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Okay, we're just going to quickly tell.
Now, the Declan Woods incident, I have spoken about this case many times. However, there is a big change because there are now 11 theories and some other aspects of this wonderful case to go through with you lovely people today. It is quite extensive, there's quite a lot to be going on with, and so we better get cracking. So, first and foremost, who in this audience today has not heard of the Declan Woods UFO incident? Put your hands up, don't be shy.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Few of you say, that's good, that's good. Okay, SPI, who are we? Well, the aims of SPI as a society are basically to collect, research and publish accounts relating to most aspects of strange phenomena and to purposely endeavour to try and come up with some answers to account for what at present eludes us. Now, we at SPI, we do not hold or express any preconceived ideas as to the nature of the events of which we research. We tend to keep an open mind. I'm the first Scots guy to lecture in Ireland, Carrick Shannon in Galway in 2004. Also the first Scots guy to lecture in America at Lachlan, Nevada, at a big conference in 2009. Same again in France, in Strasbourg, 2010. I do get about it. I'm in Pontefract, for goodness sake, it's lovely. And Holland, Utrecht in 2010. And one of the few guys on the planet has been down in the depths of Loch Ness in a submarine. And that is an entirely different talk, which I would love to give you at some point, and maybe in the near future. I'm the author of 7 books, and also I started off, as I said earlier, very, very sceptical. Like I said before, I didn't think there were any validity to these cases. How wrong was I? How wrong in the Milky Way? 11 billion of these estimated planets may be orbiting sun-like stars. But why would a craft or a machine from another world land in a forest to a Scottish forestry worker and take him on board if that was the intention? Why him? Did he walk into a situation which was not meant for him? Was he in the wrong place at the wrong time, or the right place at the right time? Is the possibility that the barking of Bob's dog Lara maybe stopped something else that might have happened? Maybe one of those so-called UFO abductions. If it wasn't for his dog, may Bob have been abducted, if we go along with the alien hypothesis. You know, we've got countless galaxies in our solar system, but that does not mean to say that we're being visited. Yes, I did say that, and I believe in aliens as well. But we have to contend that they may be more dimensional than coming from deep space. So what about the aftermath? Robert Taylor, I've been asked, was Robert Taylor ever hypnotised? And he was. He was hypnotised by, not through my tuition or through anybody else, by a Glasgow stage hypnotist guy called Robert Halprin. who did all these whimsical things on stage and eating an onion, it's really an apple, etc.
As time's getting on a little bit, I'm still going to do a question time, so if any of our speakers from today are still here, could you come up to the stage please?